Don't you think that governors who have done what you have done are really just going
No,
round?
believe you me, that is now semantics. Let me ask this question. If an MCA comes to me and tells me, Governor, in a certain place, I need a road done. Do that road for me. Please put up these street lights. This is what that community wants. What's the difference with me telling him, now I've given you an allocation. I want you to go back home with your team. A team we put up together. My ward administrator is there. Come up with, for this ward, our priorities are this. You just bring us your priorities, but you have a cap that it can't go beyond 20 million. This year they are doing 21. It will not go beyond 21. So around that, you bring me the list of these are my projects. I will look at them and I will tell you we are not able to do a dispensary because a dispensary has a number of overliers. There is the human personnel, there is, so we will not go in that kind of direction. But can you do this? You will do, oh yes, we shall do the bridge. What mistake have we done? Isn't that representation?
Are we not changing the way devolution was meant to work? Even the budget-making process of the county assembly and the county government, where public participation and those forums where people come and decide this is what we want, this is what should go into the budget through the county assembly, then executed by the county government. Are we not changing that? And probably, is that the direction we should take? That probably the structure prescribed by the Constitution did not work very well. That this new way of giving each ward a certain amount,
let me ask this. Supposing, I have 2.5 billion to do development. I sit down as the executive and split that money into wards and implement it. What's the difference? You see, isn't this a representative of the people who goes back to the people? We have already, remember, when I took over government, in the first year, I did a CIDP, 5-year development plan. Every year I do an ADP. All those are public participation. They go through public participation. So this MCA must pick projects that are from the ADP and from the CIDP with his people, and then just presents them to us. And he takes pride in that. He can go back and say, this is what we have done after you people told me to do it. Let me ask this. If it is working, and that is why one of the challenges we have in Meru, would you rather we followed the Constitution and had the Meru scenario, or would we have tweaked it a little and moved in the direction?
We not created a way where county assemblies are holding governors and county governors at ransom.
No, they don't.
And unless you do this, we'll take you out.
Let me tell you. Okay, fine. Let's put it this way. They do not tell me it is me who tells them what I want to do this year for them. And if you ask me, the Constitution was made by people, for the people, and we are the same people who are now saying, I think, right now as we are speaking, I'm an advocate that the county assemblies must have their own independent budgets, as far as I'm concerned, so that they have their own. What happens today, the money is brought to the county and they have an allocation, which they have to get through the minister, my CEC. Now I want them to have their own money, run that whatever they can, and do it well. Now, if it's working, and this is what I ask yourself, if you're going to have 44 MCAs running around, all they can do is you are the Constitution. And if you ask me, whoever set up that Constitution was just about segregation of power, so that powers.
For a reason.
Yeah, for powers, and this is why. Remember what we said in the beginning. National government is still patronizing counties. It's about power. Today, the president and the governors are competing over who is doing a lot. Look at, for example, something like trade. In markets are fully devolved function. But the national government is doing them in collaboration with MPs. Then they hand them over to counties to run them.